Hey everybody, Quinn Kennedy here. Today I'm going to be talking more about the CureSMA Walk-N-Role and basically what it is and my experience being there last year. And basically CureSMA is a nonprofit for SMA research that they have certain events and they collect money and the money goes toward research securing SMA. And it's a really cool organization because basically what it is, a bunch of people just show up at a track, like a track and field track, and we just go around, listen to music, take a few laps, socialize a bit, and that's pretty much it. It's really easy and it's very, very quick. It's like maybe an hour worth. By the time you get there to the time you leave, it's maybe about an hour and a half, maybe, if that. And I've only been there once last year, and it was a really cool experience because personally, I'm not around many people that are like me, I guess, because, we're pretty rare. SMA is a rare disease, and it felt cool having so many people that were like me around. Because I'm not really used to that, and it's nice to be like cathartic too, because you can trade stories and, share your experiences with it and the struggles and all that. And I can't really do that with anyone else. I mean, I can explain it, of course. I can explain it to where on a certain level you could understand, but you never can fully understand something really unless you experience it yourself. And, it's just nice to have that every once in a while. And basically, it's really cool. Like, they play music, and I see SMA patients of basically all the types. Because I don't think I ever said this in another video, but there are actually multiple types of SMA, four main types, and then there's a few other rare ones that I can't really think of at the moment, but there are only four main types of SMA. There's type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. And type 1 is what I'm classified as, but personally I think I'm in between a type 1, type 2, somewhere in between, because type 1s usually don't last very long at all. They last maybe 2 years, 3 years before they die. And me, like, I developed the symptoms, but it wasn't really, like, that bad yet at that age. And I think that the only reason that I was classified as a type 1 was because of when I started to develop my symptoms. It was within my first year. And if they develop that early, I think you have to be classified as a type 1. And then they have type 3, which is not as severe. They still have issues, but usually they can walk. They walk a little wobbly because their muscles are weak, but usually they can still walk. And then they have type 4, which is the least severe. It usually doesn't take effect until you're maybe like 30s up to your 40s, that range. And they lose a bit of mobility, but not like, say, the type 1, where it's like really, really bad. But it's very rare to have type 4. Type 1 is the most common. And it was really cool because when you're there, it's very humbling. It's very humbling because you see people that are better off than you, but you also see some that are worse off. Like, there were some there that couldn't talk. Their disease had already progressed, and they were younger than me. And their disease had progressed really bad, and they couldn't talk. They could make sounds and smile and stuff, but they couldn't really form words anymore. But like I said in another video, you can still communicate with them. You just have to look at their eyes or look at their smile, what they like and don't like. But yeah, after seeing that, it's like humbling. Like, I always thought that I had it bad, but actually they're worse people. And that's what my mom always said. There's always somebody worse off somewhere. No matter how bad you feel, there's always somebody worse off. And that's really true. And I experienced that there. And, it's really fun. And last time it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. So I didn't have time to really, invite a bunch of people. I want to make an event out of this one because, I think it's something that people would enjoy, because, just the community. It's like you don't have to have SMA to participate. You can just be anybody that wants to donate or anybody that just wants to believe in the cause, I guess you'd say. But yeah, it's a really beautiful thing. And, because in the regular world, every day, everyone's walking and I'm in a wheelchair, so it's, stands out. I stand out that way, which I like. I like standing out. And say, another disability place, an expo, a disability expo. And in case you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Comic-Con, except it's for wheelchairs and disability supplies and that kind of stuff. They have new types of wheelchairs, all different types of wheelchairs. And there is even more unique because it's mostly wheelchairs there. There's more wheelchairs than there are people there that walk, and I'm not used to that. When I first went there, that was mind-blowing to me. I've never seen anything like that before in my life, and it was calming and a calming experience because I fit right in. You couldn't tell me apart from any of the other wheelchair people. And it's a level of comfort that I've never really had, And they don't have that expo, I don't think, every year. I think they have it every so often. I forgot, every few years, I think. But when it happens again, I want to go because it was really cool. And when you go to those, it's nobody's a stranger. Everybody talks to you. Everybody treats you like a friend, and you don't even know them. And that's what I like about conventions, period. All conventions are like that I've been to. There's just a level of camaraderie there because you all have interest in the same thing. And, it's really refreshing after a while just to talk to people that have the same interests that you do. But yeah, it's very special, and I just wanted to share my experiences and my opinions on it with all of you, And the invitation that I posted is still open if you want to join. We'd love to have you and, just have fun. So, I think that's all I'm going to be talking about for today. I think I covered everything, so thank you for watching. This has been Quinn Kennedy, rolling out. See you next time.